apparently Wizz has been giving Jack a tough time. I think Jack has been doing a ton of ones videos. I know at the beginning of this season, Jack said that he promised to be rank 1 in the world when it ended, and if not, he was going to give away something pretty juicy, I think, to his YouTube subscribers. So make sure to go subscribe to him. A champion of the tournament, but has always been very highly rated and has debuted not only on my stream, but on Johnny's stream a long time ago when he would spend an extended amount of time at rank 1. He's been rank 1 multiple times. This was a really strong flick. Was this like a pinch? Why was this so strong? I'm gonna watch it again. Did Jack pinch it off? No, just what the heck? And he subbed in today for first killer at last second notice, so we'll see. No preparation for him, but Jack is going to style on him. The nice one as Wizz basically just waits on the ground, hoping for a Jack mistake, but man, doesn't have the boost that he wants. Now he's pre-flipping. Actually got a decent 50 considering he was fully grounded, but had to use up all the boosts he just grabbed. That's not a great 50 for him. Jack will escape and score. No boost spawn for him. And he's forced back. Jack has gone into speed mode and is just flying around the field, prioritizing staying moving, and it's going to pay off well. Wizz, if he didn't get a read on what was very clearly a gung-ho Jack, gets saved. Jack is not trying to do too much. He's just immediately taking the ball back into his half and setting up the next attack. It's not going to work out this time. You guys have the matchup set. Wizz. Oh, look at that little team pinch. It'll be Jack with a game 1 win, 6-3, as opposed to the green Fennec. He definitely was, on his top form in the Octane, but that was because everybody in the era when Wizz was probably at his peak in ones needs to turn into a solid possession for him because Jack is giving him possessions so infrequently. Wizz going to send this to the backboard. Needs another touch on the back. Oh, Jack, what a save. That was actually a really good setup for Wizz. My goodness. I think a lot away. I want to see him turning, pressuring Jack, getting him thinking about his presence as much as possible. And I think he did a good job of that here. And also has Jack pre-jumping. This is Jack pre-jumping because Wizz is sticking around the play. And he's thinking, oh, I got to go show Wizz that I'm actually headed to the ball. But he didn't actually. After that, Jack ran away with it. Wizz has got to stop diving too far, though, which is, contrary to what I've been saying before. I mean, he didn't even really seem too far. Wizz wanted the demo, but was about 1 second behind, which I think I mentioned before, but it's one that is much more inclusive. Going to have, at least 16 people from both regions invited to have more people involved. See who might be able to take down some of these top players, because I am allowing everybody in the FearFest Junior to play in that as well if they want to get a bit more cash. But anyways, the reason why I bring it up is because Wizz also plans on playing in that, but he's getting his one shining moment. Zen and Joria's. I think, is playing one shining moment. We all know how Joria's performs in single elimination tournaments. And that is that he's the man. He won the only ever best of 1 single elimination to it. Jack is backing off really far, and Wizz is going to be able to flick clean over the top of him. I felt like Jack eased up already. I don't know if anybody else kind of. Jack has morphed his ones game. Wizz, wow, actually ends up working out as a pretty decent save. Being patient to get that angle. Jack on the bounce dribble. It's going to fake Wizz, tie the game. Wizz on 0 boost. Was not about to accept pads to really punish. Wizz. And it is resulting in a loss. Looking to Wizz on Jack, if you ask chat. And instead, he's getting whizzed on himself. Stop. Stop it, chat. Oh my goodness, Jack. Wait, that seemed like an intentional save, but threatened the flick and fake it, but he popped the ball way too hard. Wizz Just took a shot directly at Jack in net, and he played it slow. Jack expecting this dribble to be faster. Jumps up to try and stop Wizz. And Wizz moved towards the ball at all. He's just trying to float in the air, either neutrally or even backwards away from the ball. Wasn't exceptionally fast there. He just... Okay, what's going on with Jack? Oh, a lot of times players will be like, oh, I see that. Let me try. Wizz just lacked a little bit of height on that musty. If you get a fun tactic, but often a smart tactic, that is the best idea in certain situations. That's just... I'd be so happy. We get to live in that moment now. Little camera check to see that Jack is chasing him down. This will be quite the setup. Jack actually had the save, I think. Wizz, I'm impressed that he was able to control it at top speed all the way to the ceiling. And in 5-2 victory, one win away from moving to the winners finals. Ooh, oh, too bad. Waste time. I don't think wasting time is unsportsmanlike, right? I think it might be, but I know back in the day, people really did love to roast people who wasted time, which doesn't really make sense to me. It's not easy to waste time. Jack is just right back to where he was in game one. You know, a demo earlier. I don't think they're necessarily the worst plays in the world and the right plays to think of, but he's not has absolute full control. You know, if Wizz goes for a nice big air dribble reset like he just does and he scores, you know, even a quarter of them, then it's going to look much more dangerous, but Jack just has everything covered. Wizz gonna hand the ball to Jack. He's got a pinch opportunity. He's got it on target. Wizz can't stop it. It doesn't even come close to hitting the ground. Jack all the way across the field with a 116 km/h pinch. Oh, that's a beauty. Wizz had a chance there. If he made a good connection, Jack passed to himself off the wall. Wizz is in trouble. Wizz is in trouble if Jack is playing like this. A perfect read. Did not want to slow down. Just kind of prioritizing a strong touch and speed overall. Because his previous possession there, just slamming the ball into the corner for what looked like no real reason. He does slow it down here and gets a nice 180 pop to get the Brazil with 2 minutes left to go. And Wizz just going to throw the GGs. Wow, Wizz feels it too. He says, Jack's got me beat. Now that I have admin, people got to know they can't mess around with like a fake GGs. Slightly different. This map is looking slightly different, right? All the colors are different. We might have to reload after this game. Everything is a little bit brighter. That's because Wizz's future is so bright. And he was not even playing anything like he did when he played Chronic later, where he was forced to tighten up his game a little bit. He was playing free-flowing and doing whatever he wanted. But it is a leveled-up Wizz, or at least that's what Wizz promised he would be. Jack is just going to get what is the easier... Oh, I was going to say... Game has slowed down since the first two goals. Wizz wanted to pass to himself off the back wall. Jack was prepared for it, but didn't get a great 50 to follow up. Wizz long shot should be in. Have had a ton of power. Jack, that certainly isn't it. He just got himself scored on as he hovers. Another sign that it's Unreal Engine 5. Jack has pre-jumped this flick. A strong one from Wizz. Now Jack, air dribble bump. Wizz got around a few of them from Chronic earlier. And Jack just actually left the midfield boost. That's a huge mistake. Can Wizz just convert immediately? Has the reset, goes for the fake. Jack able to cover it and have the read. Can he convert on Wizz? Diving for the boost. He can. Jack. Oh my goodness. But I'd love to be proved wrong. A demo would be the answer. He needs to get the ball in the air. He's done that definitely in time. Jack trying to dive to keep it up. Did not succeed in doing so. Wizz has a great chance of being able to double this. Not quite though. Oh, just a bit too far off the back wall to be shootable. But he proved me wrong before. I wouldn't mind being proved wrong again. Jack, I feel like, almost hid behind the boost there. That was a very interesting position for Jack. Instead of grabbing the boost right away, he just hovered directly behind it, looking to find something in his own back corner with no boost. He does get Wizz to back off. Wizz, can he get a quick shot here? Yes, he can. And you really... Wizz sees the early challenge of Jack and flicks it over the top of him. Able to force Wizz into net on low boost. Jack wants to capitalize and has to get to net as quick as possible. And he does so by pushing the ball off the ceiling and back into his car. No double in the air, at least. Wizz booming this one to the back wall, and he's just owned gold. Tough to see. Oh, that's a strategy from early in the game. Maybe making its way back. Jack trying to give it its resurgence. He bumped Wizz just enough. Wizz should have had a very easy conversion, but because Jack kind of undercut him. Oh my goodness, Jack. Wow, no bounce. The entire field. 12 boosts to work with too, but just enough to get 107 km/h. Boomer of a pinch. Trying to play a bit of keep away as they use these jumps to prevent the other from getting a clean possession. Wizz, he is collecting the ball. Tough angle, but Wizz actually just took it away. Jack goes low. Didn't like his flick chances. You see Wizz trying to zap dash his way out of the net. Now Jack, he gets back on the ball. Jack up 4-3. This is really not going to feel like it tells the story. Jack, who's recognized that he is not going to be able to get any easy wins. Nice wall dashing from Wizz, just slightly offline and a couple different bumps. Jack scores Wizz on his own net. Oh, I was gonna. Wow, that's early. Wow, I almost want him to take it back. If someone says forfeit, it's a forfeit. That was what sparked his massive run to this grand final. So maybe Wizz trying to get back into that mindset again by letting Jack have 2-0 is not telling you the truth. There's no doubt about it. Wizz, who just took down AJ and Chronic to make it here, has been playing a really well-rounded game. But AJ, I mean not AJ, apparently Jack has just had the edge. And here's a taste of the kind of flicks that Wizz has been able to do. Jack did not want to challenge him here. Jack on the bounce dribble. The ground bump from him earlier. A strategy used once a long time ago. Wow. Wizz on the ball with 0. Actually been a pretty good position for him so far today, because he has those defenders expecting less out of him because he's starved. And Jack going to try and pin Wizz back in net, and so Wizz can keep the game tied. Now he's playing on 5 boosts of his own, really trying to test how talented he's been with 0, but he's going to beat Jack to the ball here. Sorry, beat him to the 100, and that means he'll beat him to the goal as well. Be still able to make an attempt at the save. Air dribble bump, Wizz over the top of it. For the first time today, he saves one of Jack's air dribble bumps. He had AJ, or maybe it was Chronic. I think it was Chronic mostly that was going for them. Oh, what is going on? What just happened? Jack must have thought he'd done enough. He thought Wizz was just going to leave the play or something. Or he thought Wizz was going to hit the ball, or he's going to get demoed maybe. Maybe he was worried about getting demoed. I don't know. Not able to. Wizz demo. What a snipe. Wizz double jumped onto the wall too, which means it's not going to be ball. It's on your back wall though. There's no real safe touch to take it off, and usually Wizz doesn't have a ton to work with. And by doesn't have a ton, I mean he has absolutely none. He gets the corner stolen as well. Jack has the angle, and Jack has the lead. Sweep in favor of the favorite. Jack takes home the $1,000 for Fear Fest Jr. GG's.